crane on this tower, skyscraper, is falling apart.
It's still falling.
Breaking now at 11, a spinning construction crane sending emergency crews scrambling as debris rained down on a Midtown street. A busy evening tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Pascarella.
And I'm David Ushery. This stirred some memories for us as we first heard about it, but here's where it stands right now. Investigators saying the crane was never loose or unstable and actually wasn't spinning out of control. Still, as you heard some of the people in that video say, the debris that fell from the construction site on 57th Avenue did force some significant street closures right in the heart of Midtown. Also delayed or rerouted 5 separate subway lines. And it does come exactly 8 years to the day after a crane collapsed on the same street during Superstorm Sandy. Let's get out live to News 4's Ida Siegel, who's been waiting for an update from the FDNY. Ida?
And David, 57th Street, as you can see behind me, is still closed at this hour. The crane that we're talking about just across the street here behind me. It's hard to see in the fog, but the swinging part of that crane, we're told, has been secured. That comes from the fire chief, who gave us an update in just the last few minutes. The chief saying the culprit here was a cable hanging from the boom of the crane that was lower than it should have been, and they have now secured that loose cable. The company calls it the tallest freestanding crane in New York City history. But when it started swinging in the wind tonight, folks on the ground staring at it were terrified.
The crane on this tower, skyscraper, is falling apart.
Then debris started falling down to the ground on 57th Street.
It's 6th Avenue. It's still falling.
We get additional phone calls saying that the crane is now spinning uncontrollably, and it's taking parts of the building off.
Luckily, the street was empty at that time. No one was hit, but they were scared.
We stepped out and we saw the crane turning around, but we got scared. We just wanted to run.
The crane is owned by U.S. Crane and Rigging, LLC, which calls it one of the most extraordinary cranes to ever stand over New York City. Folks in the neighborhood aren't so sure.
It does scare me because, I live in a neighborhood, I walk up and down this block all the time, but it also is, it's heavy winds right now, so I'm definitely scared.
And in an odd coincidence, it's 8 years to the day a different crane actually collapsed just a couple doors down on 57th Street during Hurricane Sandy. That crane snapped and dangled above. Officials say this crane tonight did not collapse, but it did swing, and later debris came flying down. The company says the crane is designed to withstand 100-mile-per-hour winds, and when these types of cranes are not being used, they are generally put in an out-of-service mode. The free slewing or weather vaning condition allows the crane to slew or spin in the wind just like a flag. New Yorkers say, unfortunately, watching out for falling debris has become part of their routine.
There are definitely moments when I do look up for not necessarily just cranes, but anything that could fall from building, even walking under scaffolding and stuff like that. Like, it definitely gives me pause.
Again, the fire chief telling us tonight a loose cable is to blame here. He also said there is still some debris on the building that is hanging precariously and could potentially fall. And for that reason, the streets will remain closed for some time to come. Reporting live from Midtown, Ida Siegel, News 4, New York.